This video is for my Auntie Barb and my cousins Diana, Duff and Carolyn. I call it Memories of Digger. The event that I'm going to share happened to me just before Christmas 2012, so I apologize for the delay, but I am finally getting around to sharing it with you. I was at my wife's Christmas party, Christina, and there I met, we were at a pub in Burlington, and there I met some of her colleagues and their spouses. Christina went off to talk with some of her fellow co-workers, so I was left at the table talking with some spouses. We got around to talking about one of my favorite subjects, of course, hockey, and one of the gentlemen there, his name was Alan, and Alan said that he played a lot of hockey as a kid, and then later on in life, he ended up playing at Appleby College. Well, once I heard that he had played at Appleby College and went to Appleby College, I asked him if he knew my uncle. He inquired who my uncle was, and I proudly said, David Smith. Well, at that point, the conversation changed. The expression on his face changed. He got very emotional, and he was excited to know that I had a connection to such a great man. He said that growing up, he was a student at other schools, and they really couldn't get a handle on him. He was always getting in trouble, getting sent to the principal's office, and nobody really understood him. He said he finally then ended up at Appleby College, and there he met his English teacher, Mr. Smith. He said that's when things changed for him. He said he finally met someone who got him. He said that he was a natural storyteller. So when it came to write stories in Mr. Smith's class, he said, Alan, don't write stories. Just do what you do best. Go up in front of the class and tell stories. He said he was sharing a story of his first parent-teacher interview at Appleby College. He said this situation usually didn't go very well for him, so he attended his first one with his mom, and there they met with Mr. Smith. And Mr. Smith went on and on about Alan and actually shared what a great person he was. He went on about what a great job he was doing at Appleby, and what a great job he was doing in his English class. Well, needless to say, his mom became very emotional. She was crying. She had never heard about her son in such a positive light. He shared a story of Mr. Smith being a football guy, a real football guy, and of course he was his football coach. But Alan being a hockey player, he said Mr. Smith was always at the arena. Anytime Alan laced up for the double blue, Mr. Smith was in the arena being one of his biggest fans, and it meant the world to him. He said Mr. Smith it seemed like he was his biggest fan, but really in life Alan was Mr. Smith's biggest fan. He shared a story of a teacher that was very strict, a teacher that demanded respect, but also received respect. He shared a story of Digger being a great family man with 3 beautiful daughters, my cousins, and also being having a warm and caring wife, Auntie Barb. He shared the sad story of hearing about Mr. Smith's funeral. He was actually in the deep south of the U.S. In meetings, and as soon as he got the call, he canceled all his meetings, got on the next flight to Toronto, and wanted to be at Appleby College for the celebration of life. And he said he was so glad he made that decision. He wanted to be at the celebration of the man that changed his life, the man that made him feel worthwhile, and the man that helped him be the man he is today. His wife finally came back to the table, and he was very excited and proud to share with her my connection to Mr. Smith. And I have to say, in the end, I was both excited and very proud to share my connection to my Uncle Dave.